Welcome everyone to Super Bowl in Canton for the exciting semifinal rounds of the Bowling Showcase Challenge Super Bowl region. I'm your host, Mark Martin, and I want to thank you for joining me for this very exciting series of matches. So here we are, the semifinals of the Super Bowl region. If you remember from our previous episodes, this year's Bowling Showcase Challenge is divided into two regions, the Merri Bowl region and the Super Bowl region. Earlier this year, the Merri Bowl Steel Curtain team fought their way through the competition to earn the right to represent the Merri Bowl region, and they are eagerly awaiting their final opponent to emerge from these matches. So who will their opponent be? The Super Bowl region started with 8 teams, and after 4 weeks of head-to-head single-game Baker elimination matches, 4 teams remain to continue their quest to be crowned the 2020 Bowling Showcase Challenge champions. So that brings us up to date. The semifinal rounds of the Super Bowl region. Let's look at today's matchup.
This week's regional semifinal match features 5-star lanes facing off against Merri Bowl. 5-star lanes got here by beating Lady Liberty back in the first round. Their opponent today is Merri Bowl, who punched their ticket to the semifinals by beating Oak Lanes back in week 4, setting up our match today.
Joining me for all the action on the lanes is Women's Series standout, former Team Canada member, and recently elected Michigan State USBC Hall of Famer, Robin Orlikowski. So let's take a quick little break. Join me back at laneside for the start of this exciting match next on Bowling Showcase.
The Michigan State USBC provides tournament competition and recognition for men, women, and youth bowlers in Michigan. The Youth Championship starts in March at Alert Lanes in Essexville and Monitor Lanes in Bay City. The Masters and Senior Masters occur in March at Thunderbolt Lanes in Allen Park. The Queens, the Pepsi, and Senior events will finish the season. Visit MichiganStateUSBC.com for entry blanks and more information on the Michigan State USBC.
Hello, my name is Doug Saweski, General Manager at Super Bowl Lanes. On behalf of the staff, we'd like to welcome everybody to the Bowling Showcase Super Bowl Regional. We hope everyone has a great time. Let's throw it over to Mark and Robin.
Okay, so here we are at the second semifinal match of the Bowling Showcase Challenge for 2020. We've got 5-star and the away team of Merri Bowl.
Yeah, this is going to be fun. The very first time each of them bowled, they were both shot 200 games, 204 and a 206. So I anticipate that this is going to be a really good neck-and-neck match.
Well, I agree. I mean, 5-star's been here before. They've been to the finals before. They're eager to get back. This team of Merri Bowl from the away team, all brand new players, never participated before, so it should be fun.
Yeah.
Rick Schultz now up for the 5-star lanes team on the left-hand lane here at Super Bowl.
What a way to start for his team.
Just fires a strike right in there.
So, Mark, tell me about this. We're bowling on lane 56 and 57, not typically normal pair.
Well, we did that. We changed that up this year because of all the bowling balls that people carry. You know, everybody seems to have a spare ball. So we did this to kind of speed things up. Heather Ringrose for the Merri Bowl team answers the call.
Yeah, it really opens up the lane for TV here so we can see them bowling, so it's kind of nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pumpkin's up to bowl.
Pumpkin, Marissa Lepansky for the 5-star lanes team. Lives in Warren. Been bowling since the age of 2.
Nice and solid the line there. Very good.
That's right.
She really would like to bowl in the Michigan and Detroit Queens, and she'd like to get one of those titles as well as a state title. So hopefully she's putting herself in the position to go and bowl those.
That's right. Betty Moore.
Retired originally from Japan.
Ouch. 6-7-10 split.
Betty averages, her highest average is 170. She has a no-tap 300.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah. So she's got the right idea here. She's standing left, and she's going to go across lane to try to pick up the 610 here.
Got 2 of them.
And that's the best position to be in. What she should do for her team is get as much wood as she can.
Absolutely. So Roger Falcon is up for the 5-Star Lanes team. He's a financial advisor. High average of 231. Been bowling for 39 years.
All right.
3 strikes in a row for 5-Star. They are determined.
Yeah, they've got it in their eyes. They're on a mission.
That's right.
I asked Roger how he got started in bowling, and his cousins are the ones that got him into the sport.
So Michael Dickerson now up. Saw him earlier in this back in the first round. His mother bowled for the Ansara Shank team. Michael, high average 221. Been bowling since the age of 16.
Great shot off of his hand there. Perfect.
Good shot, Michael.
If my memory serves me correctly, when he bowled the first time, he's perfect so far. He's gone strike, strike, and then another strike today.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Pat Cusick, guy who organized this 5-Star Lanes team, same 5 players. I think this is at least the 3rd year in a row the same 5 players have come back.
It's nice in a sense because then you know what you're getting yourself into. You know what to expect.
4 strikes in a row for 5-Star. Gerald Malcolm, cranker, up for Merri Bowl. Merri Bowl working on a strike down by 32 pins.
In his free time outside of bowling, he likes to play softball, basketball, and dominoes. And I asked him, I said, dominoes, like that's interesting. Like, why that? And he said, well, just during break time at Chrysler, that's what they do. They like to play dominoes in the break room. I'm like, that's cool.
Leaves the 2-4-10.
All right, so the best thing here is to hit the left side of the 2-pin and fly that into the 10-pin, and then the ball will carry into the 4-pin to take that one out.
Yep.
Oh, not going to happen today.
Nope. Okay, Jim Grant now up for the 5-Star Lanes team. He's a manager, the night manager at 5-Star. Been bowling since the age of 5. 235 high average. 30 years as a manager at 5-Star.
It's nice when you have the dedicated employees like him.
Absolutely. Rick Mosheri, the Mosheri family should be very proud of that situation.
Carry, carry, carry.
Comes up high, leaves the 4, 6, 7, 10, commonly referred to as
the Big 4.
Or the double peanut bowl.
What helps Jim here is that his teammates have given him a little cushion with them starting out with the first 4 strikes. So they can somewhat afford a bad frame like this.
Yep. He gets 1. Gives them 110 through 4. Chris Zaytonia now up for the Merri Bowl team. On the right-hand lane. 52 through 4. Strike here would be really nice after that split by Jim Grant. Be nice to answer this call, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be. Just give their team a little bit of hope here. There
And
you
he
go.
answers it.
Nice,
Chris Zaytonia.
nice shot.
Okay, so we reached the halfway point of our second semifinal match.
Five Star's got a nice little lead. They're up by 38 pins. But, you know what? We'll see what happens after the break, right?
Yeah, I know. Merri Bowl's having a little struggle here to get going, but hopefully on this turn here, maybe changing lanes is going to help their luck a little bit.
So Merri Bowl has what I'll commonly refer to as a full house.
Okay.
They have 3 strikes and 2 open frames. Not the best of full houses. And Five Star's got 4 of a kind, 4 strikes.
Yeah.
So we'll see after the break. Teams will change lanes right here on Bowling Showcase.
We're a little nervous, but we're excited. We've got all 5 of us. We've never done this, so we're a new team together, but we're excited. We're ready to have fun. No pressure at all. Being that we're both Merri Bowl teams, we know each other. Actually, one of my teammates is on the other team, so, you know, no pressure. We, in one word, new. No, we're excited. Excited, I would say excited.
Tell me why.
I think all 5 of us love to bowl. All 5 of us. And all 5 of us are excited about any type of bowling, about the sport and that. So we're excited to have some fun. We came to win.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
Won a lot of professional tournaments. We won a lot of tournaments worldwide. I mean, we won more in the last 10 years worldwide than any company. We make good bowling balls, and good players use our bowling balls because they can win with them.
The hug pickup, the home run swing, the drum major high step, the genuine joy, the unforgettable party, the food, the friends, the original social network. No matter who you are, it's always a great time. Grab your family, find a friend, and go bowling.
We have not changed anything from last year. We have the same team coming back. We are hoping to avenge last year of missed spares, which cost us our match. We want to win it this year. We have a very solid team top to bottom, and I think our chances of success are great. Got to get through us to get to the top.
Okay, so here we are in the second half of the semifinal match between Merri Bowl and Five Star Lanes. Five Stars forged out to a 38-pin lead through 5, working on an open frame, but Merri Bowl's working on a strike.
Yeah, hopefully that will help lead them into the start of this second half here. And for Heather, she threw a strike in the first frame for them, so hopefully they can continue that on. Five Star has that little bit of a cushion right now, but still we've got 5 frames to fill here, and anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Heather Ringrose of Livonia up on the left-hand lane, high average of 185 for the Merri Bowl team.
Oh!
Almost made the 4-9 backwards, but leaves the 4-pin.
So high in the pocket there.
Yep, it was.
Thankfully, she tripped the 9-pin. Would have been nice to see that 4 fall forward, but single pin spare here.
Absolutely.
Yep, no problem.
And covers it. Rick Schultz now up on the right-hand lane for the Five Star Lanes team. As you recall, they started out with the first 4 strikes in this game. Obviously, Rick had a strike the first time through.
Yes. He's proud to be part of the Storm Bowling Staffer team. He also really enjoys walking his dog, Champ.
Talk about a dog. What about that 710?
Dang it.
Doggone it.
So through this series, I've been noticing on the right-hand lane here that the 7-10 has almost been wanting to stand up, but the 7-pin continues to fall. In this case, however, Rick wasn't so lucky there.
No, he wasn't.
So now we've got back-to-back splits for 5-star.
I got one.
What I have to say, Rick's dog, he has a bull mastiff, 166 pounds. He says he weighs more than him.
Yeah, I was going to say, it probably pulls him around the block. So Betty Moore is now up for the Merri Bowl team. Again, high average of 170. As she crosses over, there's a very unusual 1-3-5-9 spare.
Yeah, textbook spare here. Okay, so how we're going to pick this up, or try to at least, is you really need to be quite heavy on the head pin because you need to get to get that 5-pin behind. So you really should be coming from the left side of the lane into it, because if you're right-handed.
Well, she was heavy on the head pin.
She almost had it.
She was heavy on the head pin for sure.
It's definitely not a spare leave that you practice.
No.
But
no,
that's
not at
okay.
all. Marissa Lepansky up for the 5-Star Lanes team on the right-hand lane. 5-Star Lanes has a 42-pin lead in the 7th frame.
When she was a high school bowler, she made it to the top 10 in states for high school all 3 years that she bowled.
Very nice. 10-pin on that right-hand lane, picks up her spare ball. She's got a couple 300 games to her credit.
Her parents are also bowlers. They taught her how to bowl. They still bowl, and so she also has a younger brother who enjoys the sport. A lot of times it's bowling families, how you get into it.
It certainly is. It certainly is. Michael Dickerson now up for the Merri Bowl team on lane 56 here at Superbowl in the second match of the semifinals of the Superbowl region, the Bowling Showcase Challenge.
He throws a really nice ball. I like how solid he is. Nice.
Very nice.
He's been a very consistent player for their team.
He has. He's bowled a few men's series events and cashed also.
Oh, good.
So. 5-Star still has a 42-pin lead. Up in the 8th frame here, Roger Folkema.
Something fun about Roger is while he was in the Air Force, he shot an 800 series in South Korea. He has 300 games in Michigan, Hawaii, Ohio, and Florida. Oh, late 10.
You got it.
He enjoys golfing, poker, and camping as well.
Okay. Here comes Cranker for the Merri Bowl team, Gerald Malcolm. He's a PBA member, a high average of 230.
One of his dreams and goals is to be a PBA Masters champion. All right.
He certainly gets a lot of action on the pins.
Yeah, no wonder they call him Cranker.
That's right, exactly. Pat Cusick now up on the right-hand lane for 5-Star Lanes Foundation, 9th frame.
He's taking a peek at the scoreboard here. I think he knows that he needs to keep it up for his team.
Absolutely.
The people who got him started in bowling were his mother and grandpa. I'm gonna say, it looked like he leaked that a little bit right.
Yep, left the washout, the 1-2-4-10.
Now, I just don't know. I mean, he knew that he's the 9th frame bowler. It's kind of important to keep it clean here so that you can give yourself a good look in the 10th. He looked up at the scoreboard. I wonder if he put too much pressure on himself.
Oh, sent that head pin right around the 10.
So what happened there was he was just a little too much to the left with his ball to wrap around the 10 pin there. And it happens so often. You think you got it, and then it just wraps around it. It's like, oh.
So we've got an interesting situation here. Merri Bowl can strike out Chris Zaytonia, strike out, max score 187. 5-star with a spare and a strike in a 10th would be 187.
And we have not had a roll-off, I think, this whole series, have we?
Not this year, no. We had one last year. There's the first strike by Chris.
Great shot. That was great. Chris is proud that he's bowled and cashed in the USBC Open Nationals the last 3 years. It's a huge tournament.
It is.
This year it's being held in Reno.
Yeah, in the revamped bowling stadium.
Yeah, I've
Been
seen pictures of
remodeled.
it. Looks nice. The women's championship is held in Las Vegas, I believe.
Yep, at South Point.
Oh,
Leaves the 4-pin.
all right. Just slightly high on that one. I think he just got it in by a board or so.
Yep. So what happens now is with a spare here by Chris, will force Jim Grant to get a mark to advance them to the finals.
Woo-wee.
Hey, 175 for the Merri Bowl team. Jim Grant needs 9 pins to win. Remember back in the 5th frame, he left that double pinochle. That would be disastrous for that to happen again. But he's a good, solid player, you know, very experienced. Looked over at the scoreboard. He knows exactly what he needs.
Yep.
And I would anticipate that he will throw a very good shot right here.
Pretty solid at the line. Yes.
And a strike. That's a winner for 5-star. Just got to play out the string now, Jim Grant does.
He knew it. He pumped it there.
He did. He let it go, and he knew it. You're right. So he can strike out for 197. Merri Bowl is already in the books with 175. So the finals now set up for the Super Bowl region of the Bowling Showcase Challenge.
Ooh.
And a second strike for Jim. He's just trying to figure out, what can I do to avoid that double pinochle when we get into the next round? So
Yeah.
He's kind of, that one is a little wider, but came back, had really good action on the ball. Pins went a-flying.
And now's the time to play with that because they've already won. So try a different line, maybe try a different ball to see if you get a different reaction. Game's already closed out, so you don't have to worry about that.
Absolutely.
Different hand position, maybe. All right.
10-pin, 196 for 5-star, 175 for the Merri Bowl away team. 5-star moves on to the finals of the Super Bowl region.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a grind there the second half.
It was. Well, when they had those 2 back-to-back splits in the 5th and the 6th frame between Jim Grant and Rick Schultz, and then that open frame in the 9th by Pat Cusick, it was a little bit in doubt.
Yeah, and that's where, Chris for Merri Bowl in the 10th frame, he gave it his all. Unfortunately, he just didn't get it. It just didn't, It wasn't enough.
Well, we'll be right back after these messages. We'll talk to Jim Grant and the 5-star team about their chances going into the finals of the Super Bowl region right here on Bowling Showcase.
Metro Detroit USBC, your source for everything bowling in the bowling capital of the world. We support USBC certified league and tournament competition. We provide 11 tournaments for all members of our association, including men, women, youth, seniors, scratch, and handicap competition. The top reasons for belonging to the Metro Detroit USBC are having your average recognized, bonding of league funds, rules of the game, assistance in resolving league issues, equipment standards of the game, charities, and awards. Visit us at mdusbc.com.
Okay, we're back with the winning team, the 5-star team. You're going back to the finals of the region, Jim Grant. How does that feel?
Feels great. I told you we were here to avenge last year.
That's right. So you get up in the 10th frame, and you only needed 9 pins. And in the 5th frame, you had a double pinochle. Was that weighing on your mind at all?
No. I actually threw it a little slow and tugged it inside, and it jumped on me. And when I got here, I just said just throw a good shot, and I made a good shot.
And you did. You threw a great shot. Got 2 strikes in the 10th. You know, there was a possibility there if the anchor guy for Merri Bowl had struck out, strike spare would have been a tie game.
We were well aware of that. When he left 9 and then missed it, we said there's a golden opportunity. 9 wins the game.
Exactly. Well, congratulations on your trip to the finals of the Super Bowl region. We'll see you then.
Thank you.
So now we're set for the finals of the Super Bowl region. We have Superbowl, the home team, and 5-star, who's been here before.
Right.
And they're ready to avenge their previous defeat.
So who's going to win? Experience or the team, the home team?
I don't know. We'll find out next week. Right here on Bowling Showcase.